I mean, what can I say?
Thank you. I couldn't be late. I couldn't be late today though because I'm the one that was like, "Hey, let's do it today." So that would have looked horrible.
And so what? Let me tell you what you did, B. Avery. You made me had to work overtime today, my brother.
Yeah.
You made me
I just
had to work overtime to review WandaVision. Then I got to sit down, read, and sift through all the emails and everything to see what Easter eggs I might have missed so that I could add to the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the building, it's the Life Gain Avengers of Current Culture. It's me, it's Larry, it's that brother B. Avery who made me work today. So be sure to subscribe to his channel, subscribe to Larry's channel. We're talking WandaVision. And for those of you that want to stick around till we're done with WandaVision, I've got a special little video for you Michigan folks. You guys have a African GOP candidate for governor who's saying we should get rid of Black History Month. I can't make this stuff up. And then we'll just wrap it up with just talking about what me and Larry did in stocks. We will be back this Sunday with our Monday morning stock game plan. So without further ado, fellas, let me just say hey to everybody in the comments. Bruce McFadden, Support Gaming. Latrice, Alex, we appreciate y'all coming to share some time with us. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share the video, and just go and subscribe to the other brothers on this channel.
Yeah, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Zia? What's up, Supporting Gaming? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hit the super chat, hit the like button.
Hit them.
Super chat and like button.
So Larry, I'm gonna pick on B. Avery since he made me do all this work. We're gonna start with B. Avery first. So B. Avery, you've seen WandaVision, this very last episode. Give me your 2-minute synopsis, then I'm gonna pass the ball to my brother Larry.
All right. 2-minute synopsis. A wonderful episode. They teased you throughout the whole episode.
Didn't they?
And I kind of like that because while I'm trying to figure out what's going on outside the bubble with Wanda, they kept giving us the stuff on the inside, but not answering questions because they left us on the cliffhanger. And so, excuse me, we want to open up this episode just like, man, what's going on? But they just moving around like it's normal life or whatever. You know, it was great that we got some older characters in the bubble that got their powers now. We got an extension of everybody's abilities in a sense. A lot of questions were answered. And I just have one question for you right now. If there is not an Avenger popping up in the next episode, something is crazy. Something's crazy because y'all need to be out. Y'all need to be on the horn, calling everybody like, "Hey, cuckoo! Hey,
oh my God,
we need some help, Doctor Strange. Where you at? Where you at, Captain Marvel?" I'm saying, man. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my Lord, Larry. Before I get to you, let me shout out Buzz. He always super chat 703, and brother, I greatly appreciate it. There's days when I don't want to do this job. You and these good fellas, I'm able to sit here and talk with, keep this thing going. So, Big Larry, I don't know how you follow B. Avery with such a good 2-minute review, but Larry, you can do it. Tell me what you feel.
Yeah, man, it was really good. I mean, on top of it just being seriously entertaining, I felt like they really had quite a few reveals in here. One of them, I think they kind of, and this is my opinion, I think they let us know in this episode who's responsible for controlling Wanda. We've been wondering if Wanda was in control of everything, and I think they sort of revealed the fact that she's not. And I think we have a good idea. I'm gonna say who. I mean, I'm not gonna say it right now, but I think we know who's actually controlling her now.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in impressing breaking news, we have fulfilled our prophecy to give you guys a good Black History Month. We have 2 other brothers that are joining us tonight. My homie T-Streams and my homie E-Man. Be sure to subscribe to both of their channels. These are good dudes. I call these guys my uncles because I always learn something from them. E-Man, T-Streams, how you feeling today?
Man, dude, it's been a very, 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 very rough. You see me trying to adjust and do all this last minute stuff, man. It's dude, I'm chilling, man. It's birthday eve. I'm trying to get comfortable. You know, It is what it is, man. I'm good. I can't complain. Shit, if I
Hey,
did,
Lamar, should we sing him happy birthday?
oh shit.
Hell no, bro. I ain't got no. I don't have a Barry White voice. No. I might not even be singing to my daughter. I might be writing it, but I don't know about singing.
If you do, I like the versions with the cha cha chas in it.
Oh, well, definitely you ain't getting no song from me.
We got the birthday boy up there. We got Magic Mike, and we must have our our local therapist over there. E-Man's making celebrities cry on his channel and all that.
I saw that.
Therapy.
Bro, I just asked the man how he was doing.
I saw that.
It
Yo,
need a simple thing.
What's that
E-Man,
about?
Simple thing.
E-Man, let me set this up for you. E-Man just had a series of interviews with huge Hollywood celebrities, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not subscribed to his channel, you're missing out, and you should take a minute to go subscribe right now. It's in the video description. This brother had another brother on his channel in tears. Do you hear me? I mean, brother was crying like his mama died. E-Man had him crying. E-Man, what in the world, my brother?
Bro, I asked the man, how is he doing? That's all I asked.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
That's all I said. Hey,
All
man,
right.
how are you?
Hey,
E-Man looked into his eyes and connected with him on a spiritual, ancestral level
That's
and
that
said, brother,
bro man
tell
level.
me how you were doing. Are
that
you
bro man
taking
level.
care of you?
Oh,
And the man
by
just broke down.
and by the way, my people, B. Avery gets some of these superstar interviews too, and he's not afraid to press them for hard answers. He's not. He will put that good old Carolina Blue full court press on whoever he's interviewing. You have got to check these brothers out when they do interviews. I take cues from them. They do some good shit on their channels. Now, fellas.
Hey, Lamar, what's the actress name that B. Avery just interviewed? What's her name? She was on the Jamie Foxx movie joint.
Dominique Fishback.
Right, Dominique Fishback. I was wondering when B. Avery said he had a Zoom date to watch a movie from a chick from LA.
Nah.
I was like, that's cool.
No. I wish.
Okay.
I wish it was her. I wish.
Oh, damn! You're getting
But it
yourself in
wasn't.
all kinds of trouble right now.
But no,
Let me
it
stop
wasn't.
you right there.
No, you tripping.
Bro, you should have let that at a no comment. Let the people in
I
suspense.
know.
Okay. No.
I wasn't even trying to set you up, but now I think I feel bad.
Yeah.
No.
Well, fellas, let me keep us on mission here. Let me shout out Latrice. She sent a super chat sticker. We appreciate you, my family. Now, E-Man, I've been having everybody give their 2-minute synopsis really, really quick, how they felt about this episode of WandaVision. Put your ballot into the hat.
So, I mean, look, I don't think it was as mind-blowing as the last episode. Like the last episode, jaw on the ground, like you just like, oh my gosh. But this one was still good. You know what I'm saying? So like, we definitely learned some interesting things. More mystery is coming about. I like the progression that we're getting with Monica's character. I mean, it's pretty obvious if you read the comics of where it's going. But I do believe that we have gotten more confirmation about the fact that Wanda is in control. Because if she wasn't in control, she wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that she's doing.
I think she's only partially in control.
I mean, here's the thing. You know, it's layers to this, right? Like the manifestation is coming from her. Now, if there's something else pushing her to do that, then that's just another layer of control, right? Because to me, I'm sitting here thinking like if she had the ability to expand the hex, then clearly she can shrink it or create it or destroy it. So she's in control in that level. And we already know that she's able to, tap into people's minds and stuff. So, that is there for sure. But yes, there is that other layer of like, there's got to be something else at play. Now, I have a theory on that. I just dropped that in my last video. Y'all can go check that out. And that has to do with Agnes and her secret plan. And I believe I might have cracked it. I don't know, but I put that out there.
We definitely going to talk about Agnes. And I was starting to wonder, how freaky is Agnes? They had pictures of her all in their damn refrigerator with Naughty on her booty.
Bro, she was throwing back the hen dog in the last episode.
Yeah, I remember that. But
Agnes don't care.
Hey,
That
Agnes will ride or die. But fellas, it's that time. We're gonna do the Easter eggs. But before we do it, let me give you guys just a quick little video that kind of gives you some of the essence of what went down in this episode.
I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all, and next thing I know, I heard you calling me. I knew you needed me.
Yeah, we got a confirmation on a lot of levels in this episode. And so we're just going to go on down this list. And I want you guys to hypothesize what are some of the Easter eggs in these pictures that we taken. So I'm going to go ahead and help you out on this one. So this is kind of the intro. And I want you guys to tell me the era and what show were they trying to get inspiration from with this intro. And let me go to B. Avery first, because B. Avery is the one who beat me up, E-Man. He beat me up in our little private chat and told me if I didn't have my ass up here to talk about WandaVision, that y'all was never, ever going to come up here with me again. So I had to do what I had to do.
Okay. This is the 90s, early 2000s. I believe that's Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
I believe so. It does look a bit familiar. So, yeah.
Yep.
They are hitting it with the old shows.
You got it. E-Man and Larry, any comments y'all want to give about the way WandaVision has been opening up the show this whole entire season? I'll give it to you, Larry.
Well, that song that they were playing during the intro, they were talking about, don't try and fight it, let the chaos just do its thing. And I don't remember all the lyrics, but it was very much suggesting like somebody else was in control and and almost like they were singing to Wanda, like, just let it go, let it be.
E-Man, I don't per se think they were talking about Wanda in that instance, Larry, but I feel where you're going. E-Man, what do you think about the way they do the intros?
Look, I think, I'm kind of with Larry, but I think it was a double entendre going on, right? Like, I think it was also a message to us, the audience, to kind of be like, hey, y'all sitting here trying to crack things and theories and stuff. Just let it go. Just watch the show and be easy, So I think that's kind of what they were doing as well,
Well, Marvel know good and damn well it's about 1,000 people on this planet that would love to be producers for them and write scripts that get on YouTube and predict their hypotheses.
I'll tell you though, there oftentimes people think like, oh, anybody could do this, or people say I could do this. They've gotten so deep and so subtle with these Easter eggs. I'm not sure anybody could write this one.
No.
This is one of those ones I don't think anybody could. I think it's
You've got to have a knowledge. You've got to have a knowledge of the comics, some of the source material, what works for this generation. I mean, these things are so it takes a team to do this. So,
for sure.
T-Streams, jump on it. Have you seen this episode of WandaVision, considering some of the things that have been going on?
Yeah, after just seeing that little clip you just put out there, I did not catch this. I did not catch this episode. I think the last episode I actually saw, I think, was the one before last when the babies kept jumping in her and Vision looked like they was getting ready to go back a little bit. So it looked like I got something to catch up on tonight.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a ball. Now here we go with the next Easter egg, and it involves our girl.
I'm surprised, man.
And do you see where that G ends up? The bottom part of that G lines are right in the middle of the naughty as she is digging through their refrigerator. So now, Larry, I'm gonna go to you first. What are they trying to? What do you feel like they're trying to tell us about Agnes?
That she's a bit of a bad girl.
I like that.
That she's not the innocent neighbor next door. That there's something else to her.
Okay, B. Avery.
She's trying to smash Vision.
Oh my Lord! I knew. Yeah. Emmanuel, you next.
Look, I mean, the naughty thing, obviously, she's the bad person, but
my stomach.
She might have eyes for vision too. I don't know.
Oh my
They
God,
should, they
y'all,
should put some more
You better
curve
be
on
careful
that.
messing with Wanda's man.
bro.
You
Look,
wake up with all your holes sealed up.
I'm
That
like,
too.
there is no way she better have any eyes for vision with that woman that is controlling that reality. She
Wow.
better not.
Facts.
But B. Avery, that's funny. The only thing I look at this is that they're just highlighting how big Agnes's role is going to be going forward. I mean, she's basically in there with the family right now. She's basically eating out of their refrigerator, wearing naughty girl pants, and Wanda's fine with it. It just tells me that she's going to have a bigger role. And now, here we go to something that I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys kind of foreshadows something else. So we had this scene right here where she comes downstairs. She's talking to the kids about being beaten, broken, and bleeding. B. Avery, I'm going to go to you first. What was that a metaphor in reference to?
Beating what and what?
Beating, broken, and bleeding.
My brother, I don't know.
Messages.
Okay.
I don't know. Something. There's a lot of interesting things about this scene right here, but that particular reference, I'm not sure.
Okay. My brother Larry, what you think?
Well, I'm not sure what she was referring to on that. I was just thinking I love the fact that she was wearing the old. All of them were wearing their old school costumes, their old comic book costumes, and we see here with the one with the Scarlet Witch one from the comics, and Vision came down with his old joint, and what's his name? Billy had his joint, and but I'm not sure what you're referring to with those words. So
okay, and my folk E-Man.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on the reference too. Like, I don't know.
So now it was a metaphor to something that took place at the very end. Who on the end of this episode looked beaten, broken, and was losing their skin?
Because of Vision.
Vision.
Yeah,
You got it.
right.
Gotcha.
You got it. You got it.
Right.
And any comment on that, B. Avery?
Yeah, something interesting on that last picture. This one right here is I noticed that when he came downstairs, she was like, "Yeah, I'm glad you're participating" or something. It was like, "Yeah, because there's no other clothes in the closet." And there was like a little awkward pause. And it just showed that she's still controlling everything. So that stood up to me.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't got no more clothes because she hasn't packed any more clothes in his closet.
She whipped none up.
Yeah, she's controlling this thing, man. And so we'll continue more with this particular scene. So now she's just talking a little bit more, kind of playing with the kids, saying that she's dressed like a Sokovian fortune teller. And I'm going to go to you first, B. Avery. What is that Easter egging?
I mean, that's just her origin. That's where she's from.
That's good. That's a good point.
Yeah. Just her becoming Scarlet Witch. I'm assuming leaning towards that alias. I'm assuming. I don't know. But that's my guess.
Okay, Larry. She says I'm a Sokovian fortune teller, kind of poking fun with the kids. What is she referencing?
Yeah, I think she's just again like with Pierre. I think she's just talking about her background, where she and Pietro are from, and I think it's sort of a throwback to just what she's wearing. It's just a throwback to the comics.
Okay, and last but not least, my brother Emmanuel. Do you have any idea what she's harking back to?
I thought that was actually to her parents. Like, I think
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Her parents, fellas, her adopted parents was fortune tellers. Now, y'all know. Let me just announce this to everybody. E-Man is not going to be with us the whole entire time, so y'all can't refer to him as Cliff Notes E in the comments section.
I just got to jump on another pod I committed to, but like if we get done early, I'll come right back.
Hey man, we appreciate the love. We appreciate the love. All right, fellas, here we go. What are we looking at here, and what are they talking about? E-Man, I'm gonna give it to you first.
I forgot the dude's name because like Kane is a character. He is a Marvel character.
Oh,
yeah, he's from one of the X-Men joints
Something
from
like
later
that. I
down the
never
line.
followed him.
That's right.
Yeah, he's
Bandit.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
My folk, Larry, you know what? You know what, Larry? You earned a free gift. I'm sending you something. Shoot me your address. But that is exactly right. It's Garrison Kane from the Deadpool comics. And ladies and gentlemen, from what I was reading, they are trying to bring him into the Marvel MCU. Now, I didn't break down his powers and all that because I didn't want to do that on this particular video. But it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. And I also think that by them Easter egging him, maybe somehow he's going to get created in Wanda's reality. I'm just saying, but I'm saying because my baby got childcare now, so I can have time to make some of my hypothesis videos too. But good toss, Larry. Good toss. All right, here we go. Now, Larry, because you got that right, what are we looking at here?
Well, that's that missile that they tried to send in there, and Wanda brought it back out. But it looks like it's covered with that same stuff that they were showing that's inside of that energy field that's covering the whole area. But if you look on the missile, you can see it shows the Stark Industries logo.
Yep.
That's I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Avery, right there in the middle on the top, that drone has Stark. And as Larry said, it's completely enchanted with her magic. And this is when they're bringing it into the Sword base outside of the Hex. So good toss on that one, Larry. And it is a Stark tech from the 80s. So good one, Larry.
So is that a missile or a drone?
It's a drone.
It's a drone that had a missile on it.
Yeah, it had a drone. It had a missile on it, but it's a full-fledged drone. Yep. All right. Now, we said this last week when you wasn't here, E-Man, but I quickly told everybody this guy's an antagonist. And they pretty much revealed that he is. But in this sequence, he's talking to Monica. And did anybody else get a hint that he has a hatred towards superheroes because all of them was missing during the blip? I want my folk be able to expand on what you was feeling when you was listening to everything he had to say during that moment when he was chastising Monica Rambeau.
Oh, definitely. His true colors definitely came out right here. We definitely know how he feels about pretty much everybody around him, and his motive. He has a strong bias and distaste or disdain for superheroes, Captain Marvel, Monica, her mama, probably. He's obsessed with power, and he got an ego too. Because we're just gonna surrender to that. You have no choice, idiot. I mean, my goodness, she just turned your whole squad on you with the flick of a wrist, and threw your drone back at you. And you wanna be butthurt? Yeah, he's about to die or get his ass kicked in some way, shape, or form. But yeah,
I don't know, man. And I think Marvel got something up their sleeve with him, and I'll break that down in a second how I feel about him. But Larry, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's clear that he doesn't like him. I mean, he made some comment to her about, I know your history with Danvers, and just sort of throwing that in her face. And plus, he had, when what's her name? I forgot her name. Kat Dennings' character, when she hacked his computer. What's her name?
Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy. When she hacked his computer, she saw that he had Monica Rambeau's medical records on there, so he probably knows that at this point that she has powers. So he already doesn't like her. He doesn't like her on a different level because of that too. So
okay, I can live with that. E-Man, what is your hypothesis on this conversation with these two?
Here's the thing. I think that first of all, I just think he's a jerk. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's first and foremost. He gives me that impression of, them corporate folks who they smile and they laugh all in your face. They're like, oh man, Chuck, you're such a great guy. Ha ha ha. But once you get in the boardroom, that's when they want to embarrass you in front of everybody and demean you and disrespect you. So he was definitely a habitual line stepper with Monica right there. And I didn't appreciate him coming from my girl. But
me neither. Me neither.
But the thing is, if you pay attention to what he said, if you listen to what he said, he was like, you weren't here during those 5 years.
Right.
And that gives me the impression that some stuff went down.
Oh, yeah.
Probably with superpowered individuals. He didn't say superheroes, but maybe because some of the Avengers were gone, or maybe because, half of the world was snapped away, that was an opportunity for superpowered individuals to start running amok. And my guess, maybe it's Skrulls, because we know clearly Skrulls were a thing prior to the snap, and the FBI and Sword knew about them. Maybe that's what he's alluding to. Maybe it's the secret invasion that he's talking about. And he's like, look, you think you might be sitting here thinking superheroes are all good and everything, but they've been giving us hell. So yes, he's a jerk, but I think that there's probably a little bit more truth into what he was saying that we just don't know about, because we don't know what happened in those 5 years. We don't know if the Avengers were just, whatever was left of the Avengers, clearly they were still out doing things. So there was clearly some issues still happening, but maybe another Sokovia incident happened and they were shorthanded. I don't know. But with that, I gotta bounce. I'll be back. You brothers be cool.
Okay.
And if y'all still running, I'll be back.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Right. We'll hold it down without your cheat sheet.
And I want to jump in there too after you, Lamont.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
And jump on in.
Yeah, a few things, man. As first of all, kind of like what E-Man was saying is, I do also think that there is just some important information that he has that we don't know yet that gives some type of legitimacy to his argument.
Yeah.
That still does not make him, he's still an ass. He's still a jerk. But that is, I am thinking about that. The second thing is tying in with his character Haywood here. I don't know if for some reason, because I saw this 1.5 times. Like I watched it the first time, then I tried to watch it again, but I couldn't finish it because I got busy. But later on in the episode, when they were showing Quicksilver talking to his sister, I got the impression there's some way that Hayward and Pietro are linked together. And I don't know. I just got that vibe. I could be completely wrong, but it just crossed my mind. And another thing, like he was saying, you don't know what happened in the past 5 years when you was gone. I can't remember if I talked about this with Charles, but that is definitely another series or a few series that I want to see. Is all the events that happened during the 5 years of the blip, all the chaos, if any at all. Also, specifically, I want to see a Ronin, because we got a Hawkeye Disney Plus series coming. One of the seasons, I want them to talk about Ronin in that 5 years as well, since he was going around killing everybody and stuff like that. I do want to see that. I can't remember if I mentioned that to y'all before, but when E-Man said 5 years, I thought about that, and I was like, I hope that's something that we get eventually. Make all the shows, all the peoples, all the stories.
That's right. The only thing I'll add to what you guys have already said about Mr. Tyler here is the fact that we learned in this episode he is tracking the dead vibranium of Vision. He had that vibranium, and they were studying that vibranium the whole 5 years. And whatever this deep-seated hate he has, it reminds me of Trask. If you guys, you guys remember the X-Men from the 90s, right? There was a guy who hated mutants so bad he started developing the Sentinels, Mr. Trask. I'm getting that kind of vibe from Tyler. Like, I don't know if he's going to be, he could be some of the cornerstones to us having the X-Men versus
the
Avengers. Yes, he could be a cornerstone to that, because you wind up having him and Trask in the comics teaming up to at first try to take down all the superpowered people, and then they wind up getting some superpowered people, kind of like the war story, the Avengers Civil War story, in which he had some X-Men decide, you know what, the people we need to take out is the Avengers. Avengers decide, you know what, people we need to take out is mutants. And that this could be the start of all that in the MCU. I don't know, but the thing we do know is that this dude has ulterior motives that he's not telling anyone, and we'll finish discussing it right here. Yeah, T-String, you got to catch up on this, my brother.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought those episodes come on like Sunday, but since I never watch it live, I just go and just cut it on demand. Whenever I'm trying to watch it, I don't know why I call myself waiting for a new episode to come out, and one was already out.
Yeah, it comes out on Thursday, my brother. Thursday night. Now, normally we review it on Monday, but the fellas hit me up and just said, "Hey, they ready to do it tonight." That's all. That's all. All right. Now here's one that's going to get y'all buttons ready. All right, Larry, you getting it first. What are we looking at right
now? That's Monica Rambeau's blood work. That's when they were looking at, and they said that it's changing her on a molecular level. I think what they're revealing is that she may already know, she may have already experienced her powers in some way, but I think what they're telling us is that we're about to see Photon.
Oh yeah.
Or what was her other one that she went by? It was like perspective or something like, I forgot. But I think that's what I think they're letting us know we're going to see her with her powers before this series is done.
Oh yeah, B. Avery, what you think?
Yeah, bingo, Larry, you knocked it out the park. Yep, that's pretty much what we're gonna get, and I'm surprised. I was just kind of thinking that we weren't gonna see that until Captain Marvel 2. But hopefully, they stretch it out over time. I don't know if I'm ready to see her powers in WandaVision yet. Like at the end of the show,
really?
I don't know. It just depends on how they how they develop it. But
B. Avery, it would be good if they show us just a little snippet of it, like right at the end of the series, if they show her just doing something, like maybe she doesn't have control of it, but just something happens that gives us a little snippet that shows us she actually has powers. Maybe it even confuses her a bit. Right. And that would be a nice lead in to Captain Marvel 2, where then maybe she actually, is able to actually use them.
I just think I don't know. For some reason, I'm just thinking it would be like too much if she tries to like fight Wanda with her newfound powers.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't think they would do that.
No, I think she would use those powers to fight with Wanda. I think because her whole motivation is to help Wanda. Somehow, I don't think she's ever going to fight her.
Well, good, because
I think if anything, she's going to whip those powers out on Tyler, because something in me telling me that he's got a little secret. If it's not a power, if it's not a weapon, he's got someone evil controlling or working with him, and she's going to have to use her powers on that duo. That's what I'm thinking, because we'll get to it in a minute. But when the hex started to expand, his ass was sweating bullets trying to ride away from that hex that was going like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But good catch on that one, fellas. So here's a scene when Evan Peters clearly knows what's up in this whole episode. He clearly knows that this reality is being created by Wanda. And they're having a little conversation. And if you guys can remember, normally when Vision was discussing with Wanda, why are there no kids inside the hex? And all of a sudden now it's Halloween in the 90s and 2000s. We've got kids in the hex. So, Larry, I'm going to give it to you first. What did we also discover about this hex that was very perplexing?
Well, a couple of things. One of them is that she had been sort of keeping the kids sort of anesthetized in a sense. Like they've just been, I guess, just left asleep or comatose or something. And then she was able to wake them up and bring them all out. But the interesting thing that I found about this is it ties into what B. Avery was saying earlier, where he said there was something that made him feel like Pietro was working with what's his name, Tyler
Hayward.
Hayward. And the reason why I think that is because he was telling her, where have you been keeping all these kids? Why are they here all of a sudden? It makes you wonder, how did you know about that? Have you been watching the show? How did you know that there were no kids in the earlier episodes?
You're right. I didn't even think of that.
The only way that you would have known that is if you were there at the camp watching it.
That's a good point.
I think it's a little different from that. But B. Avery, tell us what you think. But Larry, you spot on about she's controlling these people and she's keeping them somewhere specific in the hex. B. Avery, expand on where she's keeping these people in the hex.
Expand on where she's keeping these people. Well, in her vicinity. That's where she has the most control over them. And as they're monitoring this right here, like they're monitoring Vision, but you see those little blue dots or those circles that's when Jimmy Woo was like, "Are they alive? They're barely even moving." And so I'm just assuming that the further they are away from Wanda, the less control they have. I mean, the less control she has over them. But of course they're still in some control because they're like kind of frozen in like a comatose state or whatever. We saw Agnes out there in the car stuck, and then her little interaction with Vision. I was gonna say something else, but it just slipped my mind.
Even when they're way out there, BA, there must be still feeling pain because the one woman that was stuck in that sort of loop where she was trying to put up that ghost onto the string, you could see there's a tear dripping down her eye.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that one. There was a tear running down her eye in that scene.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. And Wanda's tripping, and also with the kids thing, when Pietro was asking her, I think, I mean, this just continue to be glitches in her matrix.
There you go. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, she's just responsive to everything. Like, only the reason that those kids are there now is because Vision called her out on it in the past episode. Because just kids. I mean, and I know Pietro commented like, where you been keeping these people, and the moral compass, talking about, well, at least you're keeping families and couples together, and people have better jobs. And I'm just like, wait a minute. She questioning him, talking about, you don't think this is wrong, and like, how do you know all this, Pietro? What's going on, man? So he was on the outside. It's just, I'm curious.
Fellas, great, you broke it down. What they're trying to interpret to us is, B. Avery hit it right on the head, Larry. She has glitches in her reality. Now, I got this straight from the horse's mouth. Pedro is just some person that's stuck in the bubble that she recreated in her mind. And the reason he doesn't look like the normal Quicksilver we're used to is because it's a glitch in her mind. He has all the memories that Wanda had outside the blip. That's how he's able to know everything up until a certain point. He is a glitch in terms of the way he looks, but everything that he remembers is what she remembers when she was feeling pain when the brother really and truly died. So all the theories I had about this being a multiverse and all that kind of stuff, no, it's not that.
So let me ask you this. So then this plays off to the discussion that we had a few weeks back. With all this going on, does it change the dynamic of Wanda being maybe, if not a villain, maybe at best an anti-hero of some sort?
Nope, because I'm riding with Larry on that one. Something else is influencing her. I think we've been guessing it's Mephisto or one of the other Hellraisers, but
I think it's Mephisto.
Something else is influencing Wanda and taking advantage of the pain she's feeling by not having Vision to manipulate her into basically saying, look, you know what? Who's to tell you you're wrong for creating your own reality as long as you're not killing people? Well, maybe she's not killing people, but nobody wants to be sitting here crying, trying to hang up clothes in the 1990s. You had that, for crying out loud, you had washers and dryers back then. Nobody wanted to be out there hanging up clothes and crying. So she's still putting people through pain, but someone is controlling her, and we got to get down to the bottom of this, fellas.
Yep.
You know what another thing is would be Avery's point where he was saying he thinks that that Pietro and Hayward might be connected somehow. Mm-hmm. Pietro said something to Wanda when they were out in the street, right before she zapped him and knocked him back, and she said, well, your dead husband can't, what did he say? She said something about your dead husband can't die twice. But the thing is that Vision died, that Pietro died before Vision. He never met Vision.
He don't have to meet Vision he feels the pain that she's going through. He knows because of her memories, all the things that's creating her pain. That's what he knows.
And he did meet Vision. That was in the same movie. In Avengers 2, Avengers Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah, but what Larry is saying is that Pedro died. Vision didn't die till after that. He met him, but he didn't know he was dead until after.
He didn't know he was dead.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what he's saying. But yeah, he knows because of the pain. His psychic rapport with her and the pain is how he knows. And he's just being an a-hole poking the bear. Now, this one's going to be easy. I'm going to give it to B. Avery first. Pedro refers to these kids as hell's demons. B. Avery, what is this a metaphor to?
Oh, that's it has to be Mephisto's kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The shards of Mephisto. And Larry, you hit it on the head too. I really think it's looking like Mephisto is going to be the one that's pulling the strings more than Nightmare.
Right.
But
because they said that originally in the comics it was those kids were spawned by a piece of his soul, right?
Yeah. But it would have seemed to make more sense to tie in Nightmare, because we know that she's going to wind up being in Doctor Strange too, and there's been a lot of speculation that Nightmare is going to be the main villain in that. So B. Avery, with them just continuously pointing us to Mephisto, do you think they're trying to fake us that it's really going to be Nightmare, or which one of the two would you rather see going forward at this point?
As far as which two, I really don't mind, frankly, just because I am not a Mephisto or Nightmare expert. Man, I'm not an expert on anything, but those are just two characters that I'm just not too familiar with, other than what we've already talked about. So either way, I would like the weaker powered hero to come first, to be honest with you. I think that the weaker villain to be to appear first. But I mean, Pietro said it himself, like you're the demon children, so I mean that really is leaning towards Mephisto, though.
It is.
You know,
and if you had to pick the two, I would probably say Nightmare is more powerful between those two. So maybe that's the direction they're leaning
that's
in.
even better.
It almost wouldn't make sense for it to be Nightmare at this point. I mean, they keep trying to throw us off. Like, they've mentioned Nightmare a couple of times in there. People like, what's his name? Hayward said this Nightmare will be up. If we just kill her, the Nightmare will be over. And
you're right. And Wanda and Pietro said Nightmare too. It was like, you've come a long way. Earlier, you were just kind of zapping little red wavy things in people's head, giving them nightmares or something.
Right. So, I think they're trying to throw us off, but I think because of the kids, we know the kids are real. We know the kids are going to come outside of the hex at some point. I think that it has to be Mephisto.
Can I just say something about the kids that I thought were just so badass, awesome?
Go for it.
So of course, I think it was Tommy Speed got his powers first, the speed powers.
Yeah.
But then when Billy Weekend got his powers or whatever, the way his brother was running and he just threw his hand out there and caught him.
Yeah, that was dope. He was almost like, just calm down, son.
Lamont, I already know he has a picture ready. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
It was like he sunned him. The dude kept calling him a dork. His brother kept calling him a dork, and it was like he just sunned him. He was like, "Shut up, son."
Yes, man.
Not only that, but did y'all see the way he was trying to clown Billy in the beginning of the episode?
Yeah.
So it was, and when he got serious. Bruh, don't worry, we're gonna talk about that. I don't bring these pictures for nothing.
I screamed out right there when that part where he zoom. I was snap! That was nice. I got excited.
And the whole thing was because that kid, it seems like they had been portraying him like he was more of the sweeter of the two kids. He was less. Yeah. He was not an a-hole like the brother was.
Yeah.
They was portraying the brother more to be like Pedro. And he was kind of the sweet leader, and then he got mad and slow your A down. I got these telekinesis right here for you.
But you know what was dope when he did that? His brother was excited for him. He was like, yo,
that's a hell of a combo right there, boy.
Oh yeah, man. I'm telling y'all, that's gonna be a great young TV show. I feel like you're getting excited now. I am. I'm getting excited. That was nice, though. That was nice. Now here's another one. Now I really want to know who's gonna catch this one. So in this scene when she was talking to the kids, she referenced Kick-Ass. What are they talking about when she's talking about Kick-Ass, Larry?
He said it too. They're talking about the Marvel movie.
B. Avery,
No, I'm talking about the actual Kick-Ass movie that he was in.
Yeah.
That came out in 2010.
Yep. But who else was in Kick-Ass?
The other Quicksilver.
Yeah, they were both. They were buddies together. Yeah.
There they go. Yep.
And that's a good movie, man. That's a good movie, man.
It's a great movie. And it had a good video game too, by the way. I played it.
Is that actually in the MCU? That particular movie there?
No. But they do reference the MCU a lot in this. They did reference the MCU, but it's not in the MCU.
Yeah, T-Stream, if you haven't seen it,
though.
It's a who?
It is Marvel.
No, it's not.
No, I swear it's Marv, like MARV is one of the production companies, but
not Marvel Studios.
Yeah,
not Marvel. It's a Marvel property, though. If I'm not mistaken.
No.
All right.
No.
But anybody in the chat, if you haven't seen Kick-Ass, it's a good ass movie, and it's rated R too. It ain't like no stupid movie. It's pretty serious.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, fellas. I got to put this on the screen, because if this right here comes true, whoever this person that just gave me this super chat, I'm gonna need you to come back. I appreciate the $5, by the way. They're saying Darcy becomes Dr. Doom. You didn't hear it from me.
Who are you?
No.
Who are you?
Man, I just got to level with you now. I'm grateful. I am very grateful for the super chat. I tell anyone, I accept nickels, I accept quarters, whatever you want to super chat, I accept them. But it's hard for me to believe that Darcy is going to be Dr. Doom. No way in hell. No way.
I wouldn't be mad if it happened, though.
I would.
You don't think that would be sort of cool?
Yeah, I like Darcy. I'd be mad. I'd be mad. But if it happened, brother, I'm going to give you all the kudos and say it happened on this show first. All right? So here we got our boy Herb. Who is he talking to in this scene right here when he's describing to someone pumpkins is getting smashed, candies is getting stolen, women's hair is getting cut off, graffiti being sprayed on everything, men is getting their toenails cut. Who was he talking to? Larry, you first.
Man, I don't know. I'm assuming maybe he was talking to, well, not Vision, because Vision wasn't part of the neighborhood watch. So, man.
Right.
B. Avery, who do you think he was talking to?
Man, I'm not sure. I'm assuming it's somebody else in the neighborhood watch, but I don't know. Because they were just repeating what Pietro and the other boys was doing, so I'm not sure.
Fellas, he worked for Sword. He was reporting to Sword everything that was going on. Yes. Wanda has him, but she doesn't have complete control over him, which leads you to believe more that Tyler Hayward is working with someone, some conduit that is preventing some of these people from being completely taken over by Wanda. And he's not telling Monica the whole truth. We've already discovered he's lying to Monica, but Herb was reporting to Sword. But that's a damn good outfit he got on there. I was like, yo, he got the cameo high top. Oh, yeah. Okay, now
like this is Halloween Larry Blackman.
Hey, man, you got it. Now, this is the one you and B. Avery knocked out the park. This lady basically being frozen by Wanda, but here's the thing. All these people that are frozen by Wanda are on the outer barrier. Fellas, why do you think they're closer to the outer barrier? And I'll go to you first, B. Avery.
I just think that's where they reside, where the money reside. They just happen to stay outside the outer barrier, and Wanda just doesn't have as strong of a connection out there. I think if she gets, if she walks or drives or over there, they'll become more active. But I don't know. That's what I think.
What you got, Larry?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It seems like it's just because they're closer to the edge. It seems like the further they're away from, and I'm not even sure if it's just further away from Wanda or so much just a further away from the center. Maybe I think that as they get to the outskirts, the outer edge of the hex, it's just things are there's less control. Like it even looked like it was becoming more gray in that area. Like things weren't as bright, vibrant when they got over there. So I just think that the further you get away from the center and get closer to the edge of the hex, back closer to reality, the more you're sort of frozen in time,
Yeah. So the way it's interpreted to me is that everything in this barrier is controlled by Wanda. Look at them eyes, by the way. They're controlled by her, but if you're not in her vicinity, she doesn't need you for anything. Instead of having you being a puppet in her reality, she just basically keeps you perpetually still. And she's doing that also so that you can't try to walk out of the barrier. So basically, the only time she allows these people to come alive and be animated is when her and her family are going to be around them and they're needed for whatever prop she's creating in her reality. So that's why you got people far away from her that are just doing the same thing over and over again and really can't move because she can't afford to let these people get up out the barrier either. And she just use them when she need them. And I mean, man,
they must have some money in that Westview because those houses were nice over there.
Yeah, man. I wish what you saying, Larry, you racist, Larry, you wish she would have put the hex in the hood. That's what you're trying to say?
No, man, I'm saying they were I'm just saying black people live in nice neighborhoods too. They doesn't have to be in the hood. I'm just saying they had some nice houses over there.
Yeah. And speaking of that, because we passed this section a little bit, but do you remember when Hayward was trying to apprehend Darcy, Jimmy Woo, and Monica? Y'all remember that scene?
Yeah.
How the hell did Monica think she really was going to hide when she's the only black person on that base camp?
What you mean hide? Somebody
because she was trying to go incognito because they beat up the guard.
Did you just say incognito?
No, I did not. I caught it. I caught it. No, I did not say that. But I'm thinking, Monica, you got to put something on your face, sweetie, because everybody knows you's Monica because you're the only black person on the camp. You can't hide staying there. But she managed to get away. And we're not done talking about that Monica Rambeau either. I still got stuff to say about her. We ain't done with her yet. Now, fellas, this Easter egg, Larry, I'm going to punt the ball back to you. This is on the movie theater in the background. What are we Easter egging with this picture?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things in this one. I mean, both of them are Disney films. You have The Incredibles, which is a animated movie about a family of superheroes.
Yeah,
people with superpowers.
You got it. You got it.
And then you have The Parent Trap. I mean, you have the whole word trap in there because people are trapped in there. And you have the twins. So there's all kinds of stuff that you have going on in there.
Damn, boy. And Larry ate his Wheaties this weekend. Be Avery, there ain't really nothing else to say.
Yeah,
so go for it.
Yeah. What Larry said, what he said, and what he said some more.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, see, when y'all pick on Larry, he go get his Wheaties. He go and chug up, and he gets ready to do the thing. Everything Larry said is spot on. And Al Book, I appreciate you, my brother. Love that shout out.
And
go ahead, B. Avery.
I wasn't Lanny hating on him last week or last time talking about them.
Yeah, she was there talking smack. Some of us also have YouTube channels and have a lot of work to do. We don't always have time to go watch episodes twice.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I would agree, but you hitting home runs tonight. Yes, The Incredibles by Disney, talking about a superpowered family. We're talking about Wanda. And The Parent Trap, everybody is trapped inside the hex, and we've got twins. So good toss, Larry. Here we go. Next one on the board. Wanda is talking to the twins, and you got the little twin right here who's got Quicksilver's powers just running all over the place. And did y'all see when Wanda caught him? I mean, she caught him with that old man forearm strength. Like, bro, I don't care how fast you're going. I can catch you know what. Then she tells them, you guys can go anywhere you want to, but do not cross Ellis Avenue. B. Avery, what was she referring to when she was talking about not crossing that Ellis Avenue?
It's getting to the edge of the border.
Yeah, man. What's on the edge of the border? Freedom.
Right on.
And that's exactly what they was talking about. As you see,
Mhm.
Vision had made it all the way here. And you know we're going to have to talk about Vision getting to the edge of the border. But Wanda
Mhm.
was just basically warning her kids, you go past there, you might be out of her barrier. All right?
Mhm.
Did they
Yes,
name
sir.
that after President Ellis?
I doubt it. I doubt it. And okay, so what did we figure out was going on right here, Larry? You get the ball first.
Well, that was Vision that they were tracking there.
That was tracking his
That's
vibranium decay.
right.
Now,
I mean, that's when he was trying. I believe that's when he was still on the move. When he hadn't left yet. He was trying to move up out of there. I think that's when he was heading towards the edge of town.
right, you
And
got
they
it.
were looking, saying, where is he going?
Now, B. Avery, finish this thought off because Larry done got you halfway home.
Yeah, and then just those blue dots are the people on the edge that are not moving really.
Yep, you got that too.
And Vision is going around trying to figure out what's going on, and they just stuck.
Okay. All right. So you've got all that going on. And then you have the question of exactly why is Tyler and Sword tracking vibranium decay? Yeah, I thought his name was Tyler Hayward.
Oh, you may be right.
Yeah. So
I mean, I think they probably put it in him so they can track him.
well, they
were trying to weaponize him.
They specifically said vibranium decay. Specifically said that. So maybe when vibranium decays, it leaves some kind of signal. But the thing is, I'm with you, Larry. You feel like they was trying to weaponize the rest of Vision, or do you feel like they was trying to extrapolate the technology out of Vision? What is Tyler trying to do with Vision? Because this is when Wanda came and broke his ass out. But she broke him out of a Sword facility.
Yeah, I mean, well,
B. Avery, what could Tyler want with decay and vibranium? What's the end goal?
I mean, power. You know, he just want to turn it into some type of weapon or device that's going to possibly give him the upper hand, give him power, give him access to more things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I guess they'll reveal that one later on, but he's up to something, fellas.
He's definitely looking like, just from my viewpoint, definitely looking like he got something big planned.
Yep. And how would you guys feel if Marvel revealed that Tyler is just the manifestation of Mephisto in the human form? Would you guys be upset with that at all, B. Avery?
I don't think I would. I mean, as long as it's a smooth transition and it makes sense, and I don't think I would be.
Because right now he acting like some things he not aware of from that standpoint. Whereas if Mephisto is sort of puppeteering things in the background, he would definitely be knowledgeable of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely wouldn't put it. I definitely wouldn't put it past him being like, who knows? He might end up being a villain of some sort. Who knows what type of tricks they're gonna pull up out the hat. But they have been growing it each episode. His disdain for whatever's going on, and at some point is definitely going to peak.
You got that right. We just don't
Shout
know.
out to Al Boog for having my back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that's Al Boog having Larry's back. Larry been on it. He's been on it. And here we go to the next one. This is Monica Rambeau. B. Avery, I'm gonna give it to you first. What is she saying in this scene?
She is saying that she is gonna hook up with her guy.
Yes.
Give her some type of technology.
Yes. Kato, be more careful.
Yeah. And Larry, my bad. Yeah, I guess you were right about Kick Ass. So I apologize.
No worries.
Good thing for being right and me being wrong. But yeah, I'm curious to know who this is, who she's talking about.
Well, here's the thing. Did you guys catch? She said her male friend. She didn't say female. She said man.
I mean, I think it was you said before, Lamar. I think you were talking about that we were going to see what's his name from the Fantastic Four, and since they said that the engineer was going to be a man, I think we pretty much confirmed it at this point.
No, I said it was going to be Blue Marvel, not the guy from the Fantastic Four. Blue Marvel.
Oh, right. You did say
Blue Marvel is their Superman, super powered. He's a black engineer, and he was on a team with Monica Rambeau before. There's Dr.
You think
Adam
they would bring
Bashir.
somebody that powerful in this soon?
I think they would, but they wouldn't let him discover or use or know that he has these powers this quickly. No, they wouldn't do that. Because the type of power level this guy has, you can't just have him on TV first. So they might bring him in, kind of groom him, and maybe the way that he gets his powers is going to have something to do with the way Wanda is expanding the Hex. But I can easily see them bringing him in to start anchoring his character. But when you bring this guy in, he has to be iconic. Because if you've read the comic books, and this is a superhero team you guys are looking at right here. Monica's a part of it. He's a part of it. Captain Marvel's a part of it. And let me just tell y'all, it's hard to beat them. They beat Thanos' ass. They beat Ronan's ass. They even went up there and beat what do you call them cats that wear the helmets? Golly, it's slipping my mind right now. Not the Kree, but the I can't think of it right now. But they beat everybody ass in the comics because literally Blue Marvel can beat everybody by himself. In this picture, he's the strongest one in this picture. And y'all know how powerful Captain Marvel is. And couldn't nobody do nothing with him. So I hope that's who they're bringing in. But I'm with you guys. I don't want to see them use his powers right now. Start to groom him up, then eventually get him on the MCU on a big scale and use his powers. And here we go. Do y'all remember when Wanda looked back and she saw Pedro with these bullet holes? Larry, I'm going to give it to you first. What was this a metaphor in reference to?
Yeah, that was another, to me, that was just another glitch where she was losing it, similar to what happened when she saw Vision with his head all opened up.
Oh,
you know, and white and dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. She's seeing people as they are, you know, in that quick moment before she has to go back and fix it.
In part, Larry, you're absolutely right. It is part of the glitch. Now, it's on you, B. Avery, to finish off the glitch. What else are we talking about in this glitch?
Well, instead of a glitch, I think it's just her going through trauma.
It's true.
That, you know what I'm saying? Because I think you may call me crazy, but I think just us as real human beings sometimes can trip like this. You know, some people where they see something that's not, you know, really what it is, and we got to snap out of it. Could be a glitch, but I think she's just kind of going through trauma. You know, but it's weird that she is seeing, you know, it was her other brother that died that way, but we're seeing him that way. So that's just weird.
So you hit, both of you guys combined hit it right on the head. B. Avery and Larry. She's going through trauma that is creating the glitch, and this trauma is coming from, in her mind, she's seeing this current version of the brother like this because that's exactly the same place the bullets hit the last brother. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. And so that pain she felt when this brother died is creating her turning around, and her reality is glitching on this brother. So way to go, fellas, man. Y'all killing this thing tonight. My goodness. Now, I got one that y'all ain't going to get. Larry, you first. What we looking at?
Let's see.
Definitely not a Spotify playlist.
Hell no.
It looks like someone's about to send because what's his name? Randall Park's character's name is James Woo, isn't it?
You got it. Yeah.
So it looks like they're about to send him an email. And I guess it's coming from Sword, so you know, it looks like
that's part of it. B. Avery, can you finish this off?
Yeah, I don't know, man. What Larry said, I saw that they're trying to send Jimmy an email. I wonder who it's from.
I mean, Darcy
this is
was
Dorsey.
hacking, so maybe she's sending it to him.
Yeah, this is definitely Dorsey sending Jimmy Woo, because this whole episode, in order to get into this information, she had to use Jimmy Woo's password. So she's sending Jimmy Woo a message. But do you see the names right below it? James D. Gadd and James Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what Marvel did and what Marvel loves to do, the Easter egg here is James D. Gadd is the executive producer of WandaVision, and James Alexander is one of the two kids. One of it's either Quicken or Speed, Wiccan or Speed.
Huh.
So they just throw those little
That's
tidbits
funny.
in there, yeah, just to get you going. Now on this one, what are we seeing here? B. Avery, talk about this. This is pain.
Man, yeah, this is pain right here. I think it's blatantly obvious and clear now that Vision cannot survive outside the bubble.
And who said it first? When somebody on this screen tried to tell me you don't know what you're talking about, Lamont, and I told y'all he couldn't sustain outside the bubble. But I digress.
Yeah, he is falling apart.
Yeah,
So that ain't. Yeah, he clearly cannot survive outside the bubble.
Nope.
He is linked to
Man,
that
that sort
power
of
source.
sucks.
Oh yeah. So Larry, what you think? What you got?
yeah. It was interesting when you watch this scene. It wasn't just that he was falling apart, but it was like all the stuff that had made him whole again was being ripped off and sent back into the hex.
That's exactly it, man. Basically, as he's trying to get out and he gets sucked back in, Wanda's reskinning him, which lets you know, as B. Avery said, there's no way he can survive outside the hex. He can't. And I thought it was traumatic, too, that even as he's seeing himself being ripped apart, he's still trying to get outside the hex. That was
And he's
pain.
still trying to help them. He's still telling them the people inside need help.
Right. I thought that was excellent. I mean, you had a traumatic scene where he's in pain. He's literally ripping himself apart to try to get out that hex to help the people that's in there. You can't do better than that, Vision.
It really goes to say a lot about how good of I can't call him a person because he's not really a person, but how good of an entity Vision is and how much he wants to help humanity. Because in all of that pain and all that suffering and all of the death again, instead of trying to go back to where he would be safe and be alive, he's telling them, he's struggling, saying, these people need help. These people need help. It's sort of just, it's sort of proven that he's worthy. It's sort of like in, what was that? I can't remember which movie it was where he grabbed Thor's hammer and they were all trying to pick it up to see who was worthy. And he just picked it up and then handed it over to Thor.
That was Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's truly good and worthy.
Yeah, he's the man. Damn, post fella. All right, this is the one y'all love.
Yeah, that was dope.
This is basically when Billy finally revealed his power. Billy revealed that not only does he has telekinesis, but he has telepathy, and he was able to tell his mama where Vision was at, and when he told his mama where Vision was at, this is what she did. And fellas, what was the next thing that happened?
Man, she expanded that bubble and
you damn right,
man.
You damn right.
Trying to save her baby.
She was trying to save her boo thing, and that thing just kept expanding. But as it was expanding at a rapid clip, almost supersonically, almost, the things that was being changed was coming in one thing and then coming out the damn circus and hot air balloons and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to me because, like, at first I thought it changed to the time period, but it was a bunch of circus stuff. So I'm thinking that's just because it was Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was thinking that it has to do with the way Wanda looks at them and feels about them. Like she thinks they're a joke, that they're clowns, that they're not to be taken seriously.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could definitely be that, but what we do know is her ass was hot, and I think they've just highlighted to us what we've said 3 episodes ago. She could probably expand this hex as far as she wants to expand it and be over the whole world. Yeah, I mean, and if Monica's DNA is getting changed by going in and going out, what the hell do you think is going to happen to anybody else who's been in and been out? Herb's DNA is going to change. Agnes' DNA ain't going to change because I think we're all banking that Agnes is Agnes the witch anyway. So if it does change, it might change where her powers might be more enhanced. So, man, and here we are, fellas. We're down to the last two right here. Here we go. B. Avery, it's on you. What was going on in this scene right here?
Yeah, she was just basically saying, "Don't talk smack, or I'm gonna knock you back." This is where Pietro Quicksilver was like, "It's not like your boyfriend Vision can die twice."
Yep.
You know, so she didn't really like that comment, so she sent him flying. You know, yeah. So she's pretty serious.
Oh yeah, Larry, what did you think about this?
Yeah, this was that scene where I was saying that he said to her, you know, your dead husband can't die twice or something like that. And you know, how did he know he was dead? But the other thing I liked about this was it was clear that she was just giving him like a nice sibling head smack. Just, you know, you're not really trying to hurt your sibling. You just want to punch them hard enough that they know that you're there. Because we saw the way that she threw, Monica all the way through walls and everything and put her right up out of there. And she just sent him and threw him into the hay bales. So, you know.
I mean, technically, she could have really killed him and Wanda if she wanted to. I mean, him and Monica if she wanted to, but she didn't.
Right. It was she was angry, but it's like when you get into a fight with your sibling, you punch him, but you're not trying to fight your sibling like you do if you were scrapping on the streets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how hungry I am, man, to be honest with you. Don't be taking no food off my plate, you know. But we'll see, man. And fellas, I'm gonna pin the WandaVision there. So I'll ask you guys this. What are you looking for?
One that I liked, man.
Which one did you like?
When the kids were trick-or-treating and Pietro was dressed up as Nick Fury.
Oh, I completely Did I miss that? I missed that. I don't
go
remember
back and watch this. When they were talking about when they got that fish when they were trick-or-treating as kids, and Wanda was talking about she got that fish. Look at him what's his name? Pietro is dressed up as Nick Fury.
I remember that scene when they got the fish, but I didn't know he was supposed to be Nick Fury.
Yeah, he's got the eye patch and everything.
Got the patch on his eye.
Eye patch, black trench.
Oh, so he was David Hasselhoff's Nick Fury. Because I ain't see no dark skin on him nowhere. He was David Hasselhoff's Nick Fury.
That's funny.
So
he's even got a little bit of scars coming off his eye.
Okay, that's cool. So, fellas, I'm going to give it a quick 1 minute. What do you guys expect from the next episode? B. Avery, you go first.
I am expecting exactly what Tyrell Dunlap is saying, and that is that Doctor Strange is going to have to be coming pretty soon. We got 3 episodes left. If some superpower, if they're not calling the Avengers, this is stupid. This is level orange, level red. You know, emergency here. It was already bad, but she's expanding it now, and then half the sword people got sucked up too. So you need to get on the horn and be like, they need to be letting the world know, like, hey man, this is a new pandemic that we could be in. So we need help. If not, that's just pretty stupid, in my opinion.
B. Avery, you like they need help, and a mask ain't gonna save you.
Yeah. They need everybody, because
Larry,
she finna mess up some stuff.
What you looking for in the next episode?
I don't know. Doctor Strange might be busy. He might have to send Wong. You know?
No, Lord. No, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. He doesn't have any stones on him. You're gonna have to send Doctor Strange. He's the master of the mystic arts. You gotta send Doctor Strange.
You know, he hasn't said that he's a sorcerer supreme yet.
No, he hasn't. That's why I said he said he's the master of the mystic. Have you noticed they've been making sure that they forcefully say master of the mystic arts? They've yet to call him the sorcerer supreme.
Yeah, I think he's gonna power. I think he's gonna power up pretty soon. But go ahead, Larry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I mean, I'm just looking forward to a good episode, something fun. It'll be cool if we see Doctor Strange. I think they're probably going to do some more getting closer to revealing who the true villain is. You know, I mean, obviously, I think we're going to have two. We have two villains. We're going to have one that's just a regular human. That's Hayward. We're going to have a super villain, I think. So I think there's going to be two villains. I mean, they could make it. They could make it where maybe Hayward is Mephisto or somebody, but I don't think so. I think they'll give us two separate villains, one human and one super, one super powered or super villain, whatever. Okay. So I just want something good, something fun. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about the commercial, because every episode they do a commercial. In this one, they had that Yo Magic which I thought was sort of a play on like Yo Play, the yogurt or something. But we saw that they gave it to the person on that little desert island, and they couldn't open it and just sat there fiddling with it, and then they just died and decayed away.
Yeah, that was weird to me. Both times I saw it. And I was just kind of thinking maybe that's representing the people that are stuck in Westview, that they're stuck and they're just gonna die or something. I don't know, but it was weird.
I thought it had something to do with the kids and the type of commercials they was trying to show the kids of that era in terms of eating. I know back in the 90s when I was young, they was pushing that type of yogurt a lot. Now they certainly didn't make no damn commercials where the kid couldn't open it with his damn fungal fingers. Did y'all see the fingernails on that little boy? That's why he couldn't open it. His shit looked like it had fingernail fungus across his hands. And he sat there and died. But I thought that was a play on the young kids and relating to the era of it being the late 90s and the type of commercial they would do. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was wondering if it had to do with Wanda, because the person was out there alone and then just died. And she talked about in the episode about feeling so alone and so very alone.
Yeah.
But the thing that was interesting, which I wasn't sure, is that in all the other commercials, they had something that tied into like, Stark Industries or what was the one with the watch?
Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra. And I mean, they had something else that tied in with them, and they didn't have any sort of branding on this one. They had they didn't have any sort of branding on this product, and so I was a little confused. Like, what is it? What does it mean?
That's why I didn't even really spend any time on it. I couldn't decipher that one really. I couldn't get a clear conclusion of a meaning, so I didn't spend no time on that one. But this is what the people are saying. Ms. Womack, I think the commercial was tied to Wanda and Pietro starving back when they were kids. Okay.
Nice comment. I disagree, Laney Womack.
Yeah, lady. He can't.
You might be 100% right, but I'm still gonna disagree anyway.
I disagree.
Savage Angel 31, Hi Lamont and Game. What's up?
What up?
I was about to say Stan Lee done came back. Stan Jackson. What up, Stan? Triple L, Lamont, T-Streams, B. Avery in the building.
Stan Jack.
And let me go over here and get to my boy Al Bug, who has been all on Larry this week because Larry has been the man. He got 3 answers right this time, y'all. Whole lot better than one. And what else we got in here? Mr. Stony Rock. They should charge the Trump for being so slow to react and downplaying how serious the virus was. I guess they're talking about Sword basically not coming through and telling everybody just what is going on right now and things about to be in chaos. And then we get up here to Tyrell Dunlap. It's time for some Doctor Strange. And I would agree with B. Avery. You're going to have to call in somebody with some powers. So maybe
3 episodes left.
Is it 3 or is it 2? It's 3. 3. Okay.
7, 8, 9.
I don't know. It still might be too early for Strange, though we would love to see him. I don't know. They may carry him 3 episodes, but I think they'll probably say that like to the end.
And I think the big reveal next week is going to be the male that Monica Rambeau is meeting up with.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they showed that clip of her driving that vehicle into the bubble,
But I'm really hoping that these last 3 episodes are even longer. Like, there's no reason why they can't be an hour each. You know, really just
They've been getting longer. They've been continuously getting longer.
Well, last episode was 40 minutes. This episode was 37.
37, right? Yeah, but they started off at like 20, like 26 minutes,
man.
27, and they started to get a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been exciting. I want us to end with T-Stream saying something good to the people because they haven't heard you in about a week. So tell the people what's good with you, my man, what you got going on, and what are you going to be doing over the next week with your channel.
All right, man. You know, I had to take a few days off and sort of get some things in order. So I sort of like hadn't even looked at my channel because of circumstances. But we trying to get back. We trying to get back in the groove. I can't say that I'll do anything this weekend because like I say, tomorrow my birthday, and matter of fact, as soon as the show over, I'm getting ready. You know, I'm not going out, not being around a whole bunch of people. I'll be right here, chilling, turning up by myself. You know, but you know, it's cool. So, I got like 3 videos that I'm like in mid, you know, like in mid post editing that I got to do, and then I watched that freaking Judas and the Black Messiah today, and I want to do a review because that evoked so much emotion out of me that I've had that I've ever experienced in a movie in a very, very long time.
What?
So,
like,
my dude!
And I know
good
you need to watch B. Avery's review of it. B. Avery was struggling. He was like, I don't want to give this dude props, but I guess I kind of have to. I don't want to, but I have to. He was fighting it.
Dude, that movie does. It just came out today, and that movie done something to me that I've watched it twice.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, because I struggle with some. As a man, I struggle with some of the things that's going on during those times, as a lot of that stuff was culminating when I was just a very, very small child, and to just think how close to me personally that this stuff is, man, I tell you. And then to realize that this was a true, that this was based on a true story, and then the young man that was actually the movie was made after was 21 when the feds knocked him off. And so here I am, I'm like, man, that boy putting out that much fire, that much power, with that much influence at 21 years old. What was I doing at 21 years old? Getting in trouble, smoking weed, driving around, doing things not productive. And here this man is building this community, worried about health centers and stuff like that. So, so if I do anything within the next 2-3 days, it will definitely be that. But I have 3 projects setting right here that needs to finish being editing, so for me to drop next week. So
okay, cool deal. People, be sure to follow my man. His link is in the video description. Larry, what you got going on the next couple of days?
Man, just more reviews. Always more reviews. I did want to say, Laney Womack, I'm just messing with you. Not hating. Just you gave me a hard time last week, so I had to give you a little bit of a hard time this week. Not much. Just shout out to some people in the comments. Albook, just stay up, Stan Jack. I see you, Zia Latrice. I'm gonna go watch my my Judas and the Black Messiah tonight. I am a black revolutionary, and I'm gonna I'm just gonna go watch it and enjoy it. It's supposed to be pretty crappy weather this weekend, so I'll probably be in all weekend. But when I do go out for whatever reason, I will be wearing a mask and I suggest that all of you do the same because I don't want anybody out there to die.
Feel you on that. And last but not least, my brother B. Avery, what's going on your channel so that the people can have something to entertain themselves with this weekend?
Oh, Lamont, before you go to B, I just want to say thank you everybody who's gone out there and subscribed. My channel just crossed over 35,000, so I just want to shout out everybody out there who has shown up and shown out. Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Way to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. And like me, the weather is pretty bad over here too. It's getting real cold. There was ice on the roads yesterday. So I'm gonna be right before.
Speaking of which, B. Avery, Texas was in the national news. Y'all had a 106 car pileup down there somewhere.
Yeah. It was about 30 minutes from where I live.
Oh wow.
And so unfortunately, about 8 people passed away.
Man.
Because it was this ice on the road, and we don't have ice in Texas. We have ice once a year, maybe, and it came out of nowhere, and so people were just driving too fast, and it was just a big pile up. So right before I was rushing to get here, I was like, man, I'm the one that told him let's do it tonight. And I wanted to go to the grocery store right after work, so I'm gonna be in the house all weekend. But what I'm gonna be doing in the house is I still have some Super Bowl trailer reactions that I haven't uploaded yet. So I'm gonna try to get those up, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, Fast 9, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. So they're recorded. So I got to get those up. Also, you can check out my Judas and the Black Messiah review. I was also I'm lucky to speak with Lakeith and Dominique, so you can go check that out. And I think on this Sunday, on top of the Movie News Roundup show, I'm also trying to fit in my schedule the Equalizer with Queen Latifah. I think I'm gonna try to get it a try. Because I've heard nothing but good things, so I may start doing weekly recaps of that. And T Stream is giving me ideas because he got that Goku Black and that Vegeta in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, not really GT fan. So I'm just gonna make this announcement now. If you're into that right there, when Dragon Ball Super comes back, I'm gonna be doing recaps for those episodes, whether it's a recording or a live show. Because that's my childhood right there. But that's the little things that I got going on right now.
That's right.
What do you have going on?
Be sure to subscribe to everybody's channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing going on but L. She just started childcare. She got a little temperature from the first time when kids go get exposed to other kids. So I'll be making sure she gets back healthy so that she can go back to school Monday. I'll be teaming up with Larry Sunday night for the stock roundup, giving you guys a game plan for a Monday so that you can make that money. And I'm probably going to be teaming back up with my folk B. Avery this weekend for his roundup that he does on Sundays. A really, really dynamic show. And if you like the Equalizer, B. Avery, I might team up with you for that. Larry already done punted Queen Latifah 2 football stadiums away because she's too chunky. He said to be an action hero. I said I rocks with my girl.
Did you watch it?
I ain't watched it yet. So
I watched about the first 10 minutes and I went and I decided to go to sleep, but I'll throw it back on and try it again.
Oh my god.
My thing is, why would they debut the show on the same day as the Super Bowl? That just doesn't make sense to me.
I think they wanted the lead in from the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, because it came on directly after.
Yeah. Right after it.
I don't know. I see the direction. You can clearly see the direction that they're going in. I think it's more geared towards, young girl power empowerment type thing that they got jumping off with that. So we'll see how it works. I sort of looked at it. I did watch it. I watched it sort of, grudgingly, but hey, I made it to the end. I made it to the end, and so I don't know, but I did want to leave this with the guys just in case they're interested, because one of the videos that I have, and I spoke with you two guys about it, is that this virtual reality thing, and it's I got some real cool stuff to show you in virtual reality how you can partner up with your kinfolks that you haven't seen and ages and people that you can't get close to, and how you guys can go out and party and go out and bowl and sing and dance with one another and chill, all in virtual reality. It's dope.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. You know, if you guys get a chance, check out there's a documentary. I think it's on HBO Max. It's called Fake Famous, and it's basically about these filmmakers who decide that they're going to see if they can turn somebody into a social media star, and if they can actually make this person internet famous. And it's a fascinating look at how online fame works and how people get these huge followings, it's a really interesting show. Check it out. I know we're all on social media, so you might find it interesting.
And one more thing, I forgot the new Justice League Zack Snyder cut trailer is coming out on Sunday. So y'all check that out too.
Oh yeah.
The movie's
That's
4
right.
hours long, so I'm hoping the trailer is like a good 30 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, that's supposed to drop this Sunday. So.
Oh yeah. Well,
That
Larry,
comes out what, next month?
yeah.
Mid-March.
Yeah.
March 16th,
Yeah.
something like that.
Larry, we might have to review that right in the middle of our stock show. We might have to we're gonna get to the stocks in a minute.
Maybe we'll do it. We'll tie it in with how the company that what is that? Who does that? Is that Warner Brothers?
HBO, yeah, Warner Brothers.
Or maybe we'll have to tie it in with their stock price or something.
Yeah, or any other streamers. We'll do something. But ladies and gentlemen,
Subs. There you go, subs.
Yep, that's it. We're out of here. Be safe. Mask up. To that next Sex is Hell video. We'll see you guys.
Peace.
Peace.